when you have a schedule, I'll repeat that. When you have a schedule open and you want to go back to the previous screen or along with these other menus here, you can hit this little multi-dot icon and take you back. But I want to look at this plant schedule here because I know this is not in a third-party controller. And let's see what the different states are here. Let's see if we have. Okay, so it's just the same 1 and 2, something of that nature. So if you wanted to create a new schedule for something, let's see here. It'd be a little. It's gonna be a little tedious. Honestly, I can walk you through it. We may want to spend some time doing that. If there's a schedule you need to create on something that's not already in there, we may have to go through that.
Okay.
You basically are gonna have to drill down and find the point and select the point and then create a schedule for that point. So you'd have to know what the point's called and what it does and stuff like that. But that's what this is doing, is it's taking you down through. If I wanted to schedule a binary point, which is a 2-state point, I would have to go down and find the specific point that in question and go through and command it. So that's a basic overview of the scheduling. Do you have any questions on the scheduling?
Shouldn't have to change much.
Yeah, in this type of an environment, you're probably going to have pretty consistent schedules. If you had, unique air handlers in different areas and things of that nature, sometimes you would want to go in and make a modification, but I doubt you're going to have a lot of that. List view is just going through and looking at points and stuff. If you really wanted to drill down and see what's in a device, you can go through and see, points and information. You could physically, I believe you can command stuff through here.
Oh.
So, but that's going to be tedious compared to going to a graphic and finding something you actually know where it's at and so of that nature. As far as the next one is trended information. Now we've put a lot of trends in here. You shouldn't have to really mess with those. If you need to create new trends, we could probably assist with that. The trends are collecting in the field panel and then are being generated in the field panel, and then they would have to be collected and brought into a system so they can be viewed. But let's see if we have some trends that are visible in here. Oh, that's right. I had to create a chart. You create a little chart and then it shows you the trends in a graphical form. I think I did this when we were doing some commissioning. See what this looks like for you. It gives you a pretty good representation of stuff you need to see. So this includes some DP points down below here. So you can see some differential pressure over a period of time. You can scroll through and see the changes in the value, moving your mouse around if you needed to do anything like this. May not, but it's just a timeline. You can see at the bottom it's showing you from the 13th to probably now, or what did that say, 6 p.m., 9 p.m.
It'll be at 9.
12, yeah. So this is yesterday's trends. Looks like pretty much the whole day. You can modify this you can drag this over to get some better resolution in a specific window of time. And I think this is you can download this to the computer or something of that nature. What else do we have? That's the actual values instead of the graph. This is the graph view. this is just refreshing the data. So, I mean, if we wanted to download, you can turn it into a CSV file or a, that's for a JavaScript, something or other. You can go just skip through the days that way. There's specific things. So if I go back to the last view, let me see. So yeah, the trended information. If you need to look at that, it's helpful. You really see people get into trends a lot more on larger scale systems, but for the plant up in the penthouse, there may be times where you want to look over some trended information to see how your temps are doing and stuff. That would be the place where you could go in and find some of those values. So, and we could walk you through some of those steps. Once again, I'll get you a user manual for this platform so you can reference it if you need to get to anything in particular. Let's see, what else do we have on this screen? Let me go back to Plant View for a minute, and this is just the tools menu. Depending on what level of access you have, there's different things in there. But on this level, you have just a full screen. Which, if you're looking at a graphic, that's usually pretty beneficial because having most of the real estate taken up makes it harder to see things and all of that. But you can get back out of that easily. There's not a lot else on this screen that really do a lot for you. If you can think of anything else you would like to look at, if you have any questions about anything.
No.
Brian, is there anything you think we need to cover that I did not hit on?